Good morning, dear kids. Today I'll be taking your exercise 8C, problem number 6. Let's start. And it says, by selling 8 pence, Sham loses by selling 8 pence. Sham loses equal to CP of 2 pence. Find his loss percent. Now my dear kids, CP of 2 pence, we do not have CP on the right hand side. As I said, you have to take CP of 1 pen as 1. So CP of 2 pence will be 2. So you got loss is equal to 2 rupees. On how many pence? On 8 pence. Selling 8 pence, you suffered a loss of 2 rupees. Getting my point clear? So if cost price of 2 pence is 2, cost price of 8 pence will be obviously 8. Now how will we find the loss percent? Loss percent is loss upon CP into 100. You got loss as 2 and CP as 8 because we are selling 8 pence. So you have to consider the CP of 8 pence. And from here, my dear kids, you will get the loss percent. Clear? Next we have problem number 7th. A shopkeeper bought rice worth rupees 4,500. So CP of rice is 4,500. He sold 1/3. 1/3 of it is sold. That means 4,500 ka 1/3. That will be 1,500. 1/3 of it is sold at 10% profit. So profit of it is 10%. If he desires a profit of 12% on whole he wants 12% profit. Find the selling price of rest of the rice. So we want selling price of rest of rice. And we also want the percentage profit on rest of rice and percentage profit. Now my dear kids, selling price of whole rice. If we want, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू कंसिडर दैट आपने यहाँ पे 4,500 का CP 1,500 किया है, उसके ऊपर 10% प्रॉफिट यू विल गेट. ठीक है, सो दैट विल बी 150. Once you got 150, but what you are desiring to get 12% profit of 4,500. Are you getting my point? आपकी इच्छा क्या है? 12% आपको 4,500 पे कमाना है. So it will be, you have to take 4,500 का 12%. So that will be 45 into 12. That will be, you have to earn 540. But how much you have earned, my dear kids? You have earned just 150 from this part. That means you will make sure that बाकी part में से आप 390 रुपीज़ कमाएं. Are you getting my point clear? See, it depends how you are taking your problem. You have to understand the problem that 4,500 में से 1/3 अगर मैंने सेल किया 150 प्रॉफिट पे, और मेरी इच्छा ये है कि मैं 12% पूरे ट्रांजैक्शन पे प्रॉफिट कमाऊँ, दैट इज़ 540. Getting my point clear? So that is 540. I want to earn 540. From that 150 I have earned. So naturally the remaining 390 I will earn from my this transaction, the leftover transaction. Now leftover transaction means 4,500 का 1,500 तो निकल गया, बाकी बचता है 3,000. So this transaction will have CP of 3,000. Are you getting my point clear? Yes. So you have to find the selling price. ये आपका CP है. You have to find the selling price of this transaction. So naturally what will be the selling price of this transaction? It will be cost price, that is 3,000, plus profit, that is 390. So the selling price will be 3,390. Am I correct with this? Yes. And you also have to find the profit percent. What will be profit percent of the remaining transaction? It will be profit upon CP into 100. Profit was what? 390 if you remember. CP was what? 3000 into 100. When you solve this, you will get a profit percent on the remaining transaction. Is my point clear? Please note it down. Okay, shall we jump on to next part? That is question number 8. Now question number 8 says, Mona bought a certain number of notebooks for rupees 600. So, bought matlab CP is 600. And further it says, she sold 1/4 of them at 5% loss. Iska 1/4 he sold at 5% loss. At what price should he sell the remaining notebooks to gain 10% on the whole transaction? Similar problem. 10% he has to earn on whole transaction. That means he is desiring कि मुझे at least 60 rupees का profit आए. Getting my point? 1/4 of 600 notebooks she is selling off. 1/4 of 600. That means 600 का 1/4. So we'll go for 150. So that is a CP. And loss incurred, CP पे 5% का loss, तो 150 पे 5% का loss, that is 7.5. Are you getting my point clear? So my dear kids, 150 पे उसने लॉस इनकर किया है 7.5 रुपीज़ का, और वो चाहता है प्रॉफिट 60, और उसका हो गया है लॉस यहाँ पे. तो जो ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो, दैट प्रॉफिट and this loss also you have to add it, so that from the next transaction, the remaining transaction, you have to get this much of profit. Are you getting my point clear? So that means the remaining transaction, अब 600 में से 150 का ट्रांजेक्शन हो गया है, तो बाकी 600 में से कितना ट्रांजेक्शन रिमेनिंग है? द रिमेनिंग इज 450 आई गेस. 600 का टोटल सीपी है, उसमें से 150 पे हमने लॉस इनकर किया है, बाकी रिमेनिंग 450 वी नीड इट. 450 पे आपको ये प्रॉफिट 67.5 ऐड करना पड़ेगा, so that this much profit you earn, so that the selling price of remaining transaction will become 517.50. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. अगर आप प्रीवियस ट्रांजेक्शन में से लॉस इनकर कर रहे हो, तो दैट लॉस यू हैव टू ऐड ऑन टू योर ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट. ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट आपने 600 का 10% निकाला, दैट इज़ योर ओवरऑल प्रॉफिट. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ले लो कि अगर मैं आपको 2 चॉकलेट्स बेचने के लिए दे रही हूँ, एक चॉकलेट पे आप लॉस करके आए हो, 10 रुपये का चॉकलेट था, मैंने आपको 2 दिए हैं, एक आप 12 रुपये, एक आप 8 रुपये में बेच के आए हो, एंड यू कम एंड से मी कि मैम आपका 10 रुपये का चॉकलेट मैंने 8 रुपये में बेचा. सो व्हाट इज़ द लॉस हियर? 2 रुपीज़. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू विल गो, व्हाट आई विल से फॉर द नेक्स्ट चॉकलेट? आई विल से बाबा आप 2 रुपये तो मुझे कमाने ही हैं, मतलब ये चॉकलेट आप 12 रुपये का तो बेचोगे ही. आई नीड अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 2, बट दिस लॉस इनकर्ड यू हैव टू एड इट इन टू दिस, एंड दिस टाइम यू हैव टू सेल द चॉकलेट फॉर ₹14. सो नेचुरली द लॉस इनकर्ड फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस ट्रांजेक्शन, तो ये कहाँ पे भरपाई होती है इसकी? तो आप अपने प्रॉफिट में ऐड करके नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन में से उसकी भरपाई करोगे. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? जैसे इस चॉकलेट में आपने 2 रुपये का लॉस किया, तो वो लॉस मैंने नेक्स्ट चॉकलेट के सेलिंग प्राइस में आपको और ऐड करने के लिए दे दिया. आपको बोला मेरा प्रॉफिट 10 रुपये का, आप 12 रुपये में तो बेचोगे ही. आई नीड अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 2, बट द लॉस इनकर्ड इन माई प्रीवियस ट्रांजेक्शन वॉज 2, so that 2 rupees also you have to get it done from this transaction. That means this time you will sell my chocolate for 14 rupees. Getting my point clear? So this is the way. So this 67.5, from where did you got? You got the profit on the whole transaction. You have to earn 60, and in previous transaction you have incurred a loss of 7.5. So that 7.5 you have to add into this profit, and that will be the overall profit which you have to earn from your second transaction. Clear? If you want to note it down. Yeah, I have not given into wordings. Wordings you can very well put it on your own. If you still want that I should give a proper word to your statements to your problem, you can message me. I'll do that for you. Next we have problem number 9. And problem number 9 says Raju sells a watch at 5% profit. So profit is given to you 5%. Had he sold it for rupees 24 more, अगर 24 more ज़्यादा अगर बेचता था, he would have gained 11% profit. 11% profit. Find the CP of watch. Now the CP of watch is not given. So solution, you can start with CP be 100. Once you got CP as 100, 5% profit they have given. So the selling price will be 105. Am I correct? Yes. Now if the profit was 11%, तो CP तो सेम रहता 100, लेकिन प्रॉफिट इस बार 11% है, तो इट विल बी 11. तो जब आप प्रॉफिट ऐड करोगे तो व्हाट यू विल गेट SP as 111. एम आई करेक्ट विद दिस? नाउ दिस SP is 105, this SP is 11. Both the SPs are different, and what is the difference between two SPs? It is 111 minus 105, that is 6 rupees difference. When the profit is 11% and when the profit is 5%, there is a difference in their SP by rupees 6. We do not know the CP. How we will find the CP now? We'll take the unitary method, that when I kept my CP as 100, my difference was 6. Am I correct with this? Yes. When I got my CP as 100, I kept my CP as 100, I got the difference between two SP as 6, and now they have said that you have to increase your SP by 24. So what will be the CP if I increase my SP by 24? And the problem becomes easy. It will be 100 into 24 upon 6. And from there you will get the value of your CP. It's just you have to understand the question very well. You have to read the question twice. I'll read it once more. Raju sells a wristwatch at 5%. So we have done the 5% profit. Had he sold it for 24 more. So 24 is the difference in the selling price. He would have gained 11%. So 11% is a new profit. Find the CP. So first I took the profit percent of both. CP मैंने 100 लगाया और इनके difference find किया इनके selling price में. Once I got the difference as 6, then I went for unitary method. If I took my CP as 100, I got my difference between the two SP as 6. So what will be my CP if the difference between two SP will be 24? So cross multiply and get the value of CP as 400. Clear? Problem number 10 says a man sold a bicycle at 5% profit. So again you have been given with profit percent. If the cost had been 30% less and the selling price is rupees 63 less, selling price में आपने 63 का less किया है, difference है, he would have made a profit of 30%. He would have made a profit of 30%. पहले में दिया है if the cost had been 30% less, CP would have been 30% less. What is the CP of? Now in whole transaction we do not know the CP. So as I said, you prefer for 100 method. So let CP be 100. You are making a profit of 5%. So add 5% profit. So you will get 105. Now in my second case, this is your first case. Now in my second case, what he is saying, that if CP would have been 30% less, तो हम लोग 30% लेस कैसे करेंगे? आपका CP 100 है, उसमें से 30% मतलब 30 हटा दोगे, तो यू विल गेट व्हाट? 70. सो न्यू CP इज 70. अगर आपने CP 30% लेस कर दिया तो यू विल अर्न अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 30%. दैट इज नाउ यू विल ऐड 30% ऑन 70. सो 70 का आप 30% निकालो. that will be 21, and that you have to add in this to get the SP. So that is, this is 100 plus 21, that will be 121. So you got SP as 121. Before you got SP as 105. So what is the difference between two SP? So difference between two SP is 121 minus 105. That is, I guess, 14. Yes. So now what you will be doing is कि जब आपका ट्रांजेक्शन 100, आपने अभी यूनिटरी मेथड, if you kept your CP as 100, you got a difference between two SP as 14. So what will be your CP if the difference is 63? What will be your CP if your difference is 63? Cross multiply. Why I am using a 63 here? Because it is given in the problem that now after all the things 63, the selling price is 63 less. That means there is a difference between two. Less या more का मतलब आपको कम ज़्यादा नहीं करना है, आपको ये समझना है कि दो सेलिंग प्राइस के बीच में डिफरेंस दिया हुआ है 63 का. I'll read the problem once more so that you can relate with my answer. A man sold a bicycle for 5% profit. So I have taken a profit. If the cost price had been 30% less, तो मैंने cost price 30% less कर दिया था यहाँ पे. He would have made a profit of 30%. उस पर मैंने 30% का profit लगाया. So I got a new selling price here and one selling price from here. And then I made the difference and then I said that 63, दोनों में difference, मेरा difference 14 आ रहा था अगर मैंने CP 100 रखा. So what will be the CP if the difference is 63? Clear? Problem number 11th. And it says Renu sold an article at a loss of 8%. So you have been given a loss percent 8. Had she bought it at 10% less and sold it for 36 more. So selling price में difference कितना दिया हुआ है? 36 में. Had she bought it for 10% less. तो 10% CP में less करना है बाद में. She would have gained 20%. अगर 10% लेस करेगी तो प्रॉफिट 20% हो जाएगा. Getting my point? Okay. From here first we will take let CP be 100. उसके ऊपर लॉस 8% तो -8. So from there you will get 92. This is your first case. And in your second case they have said that you have to 100% CP को लेस 10% CP को लेस करो. तो आपने लिया है CP 100, उसको 10% लेस करना है मतलब 10 लेस करना है तो ये आ गया 90. इसके ऊपर आपने 20% का प्रॉफिट अर्न किया है मतलब 90 के ऊपर 20% प्रॉफिट लगा दो. प्रॉफिट का मतलब ऐड कर दो मतलब 18 आप ऐड करोगे तो यू गॉट योर सेलिंग प्राइस एज 108. Am I correct with this? Your one selling price is 108, your other selling price is 92. What you will do now? You will find the difference 108 minus 92. So the difference you will get will be 36. So when you kept your CP as 100, your difference between two SP is 36. So what will be your CP if now you want to take your difference between SP as 36? Oh, I'm sorry, I have made mistake. 36 ही है. Here it is what? Have I made the mistake in subtraction here? Here it is 16, I guess. 16. Okay. So what will now, when I took my CP as 100, the difference between two SP is 16. And what will be the CP if the difference between two SP is 36? So you have to cross multiply and get the value of your CP. Same problem. So your similar problems 9th, 10th and 11th, I guess all three are very similar to each other. Okay kids, if you have any doubt you can ask me. I'll pack up here. God bless.